Jack Daniel's single barrel barrel proof rye. Hesitant about getting it. All right, here we go. Hey, it's Matt, Bourbon Banters 2020. Today's review is going to be on Jack Daniel's single barrel barrel proof rye. This one was a fluke. I found it. But what's funny about this one is I've watched, because I remember having a taste. My buddy Jason had one and I loved it. I thought it was so good. I'm a rye fan. It was so good. But that was probably 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, and it was great. And since then I saw another one at a liquor store and they wanted $600 fucking for it. Fuck you. Wasn't gonna pay that when the MSRP is like 70, 80 bucks or whatever it was, or 100 bucks. But I guess I've watched a couple of reviews, and I guess with these things, you know, from what people say that some of the barrels are hit and miss. So I'm like, I'm gonna fucking take a stab at it and see if I got a bad barrel, a good barrel, or just these fucking reviewers are just full of fucking dog shit. And you need to watch Bourbon Banters 2020 for the real fucking facts about drinking. Because it's not about seeing how many intricate things you can taste or the latest, greatest, cool thing that comes out. It's about, is it good? Is it worth the price? Is it worth getting another one? Is it, god damn, that beard's getting long. You like it? I like it. Tell me what you think. Because they, you know, I guess just like with anything, the more people give more description and details and things like that, more people will listen and things like that. You know, I'm filming this in the beginning of December, and you're not going to see it till January. But right now, they're all doing the Christmas Advent thing, their best bottles for the year, you know, stuff like that. And I told you a couple ago, I think out of all the bottles that I've had, because I paid for them, it was the Russell's 13. But yet, many people say, yeah, the Russell's 13, this fourth batch or the latest batch wasn't all that. I get it. Sometimes you get great barrels, sometimes you get okay barrels, but these guys are good, but I think they create the controversy so to make themselves look better, because I've tasted some stuff that these guys said that are fucking great that just was not all that. So I don't know, my tastes have changed, my flavor profile has changed a little bit. I'm still committed to my old girl ryes. That's it. I'm committed. You know, I just like them. It's me. You know, don't get me wrong. I love wheated. I love bourbon whiskeys. I love corn whiskeys. It's just rye has a special spot in my heart for it. So it's like that car. You know, looks like shit, but still goes and goes and goes. And you know, while you're sitting in the car, you can still think you're driving a Cadillac when you're driving a Honda or a Yugo or whatever. You know, you don't get to see from the outside. All right, I'm going to pour me a glass of this thing. This baby's going to be warm because Jack Daniel's does it. Oh, god damn it, too much. Guess I'll drink it. And I gotta do a couple more, and I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna do it because I can feel it coming now, and I'm anticipating the 30 minutes down the road. So I'm gonna read down the spreadsheet on this thing. This one is Jack Daniel's single barrel barrel proof rye. Brown-Forman product, Jack Daniel's distillery proof 130.6. No age statement, so it's getting at least 4 years. Mash bill 70% rye, 18 corn, 12 mountain barley. MSRP is 60, and this thing was 64. And what's funny is, I think 2 years ago when this thing first came out, I think it was like 80 bucks, maybe 90, I don't know. I couldn't afford it, couldn't find it, because the only one I saw was 600 bucks, and I told them to go fucking eat a bowl of dicks. I think even Jack Daniel's knows this isn't as consistent, as good as what they had, but even if they're close, it's gonna be good. That's how I kind of look at it with this whole Jack Daniel's thing. To me, you know, the last Jack Daniel's I did, I almost boycotted them because they did a little wokeness on this stuff, and to me, I think wokeness is fucking stupid. Anyone that believes in it, you're a fucking idiot. So if you're a subscriber or a not subscriber and just passing through, and I said that and you're hurt, all right, too bad. Go punch yourself in the face because you're a moron and you're a useful idiot. Here we go, to the nose. But this thing's so sweet. I'm getting the rye, a hair bit of pepper on there, oak, maybe a little raise to the palate. Here we go. And with this type of proof, the wheels start slowly coming off. You do feel that hug, you feel the heat. 130.6, it's no child's game, child's play. But you get the spice, you get the pepper, you're getting cinnamon on there. It's one thing about this thing, you're getting the heat. You definitely taste the heat. God. And it's almost like a butterscotch I'm getting on there. Butterscotch, caramel, that's like splitting hairs. But you are getting, I am getting a hair bit of that Brown-Forman banana in there. And each sip's a little bit different, but one thing that was consistent is the heat. Yeah, the heat is very overpowering on this, but you're getting a little bit of that Forman banana, that butterscotch or caramel, a little bit of cinnamon, but you're getting some pepper too. I'm gonna put a drop of water in this thing and see how it goes from there. Back with you, put about 2 or 3 drops in this thing. I didn't have much in there, so hopefully it kind of takes the heat away so I can pull some more flavors out of it. It definitely toned the heat aspect on it, because I'm getting, yeah, it's 130.6. It's hot, but it did tone down the heat, so now I'm not grabbing that heat that stands out, but the banana sticking out, cinnamon sticking out, getting some pepper, caramel. You get more pronounced true flavors. I think this one here is as good as the one that I remember a year or 2 ago. I think no, it's not, but it's good. Let me just finish this thing up, because I put a couple drops in there, and it really toned that heat aspect that overpowered everything, toned it down to where I can grab some flavors out of it. Even putting the glass up to my nose, I got the banana, Brown-Forman banana, and I'm not getting any of that heat taste, but I'm still getting, you know, the consistent, you know, the spice, the pepper, the cinnamon, the banana, the caramel. I'm not getting that heat because I watered it down. But as it, you know, the finish is long, doesn't really do a whole lot of coating, but it's hanging around. And I'm getting this cinnamon, caramel, a little bit of leather on there, but the finish is hanging out. I'm still getting some banana, and maybe like a cedar, a little bit of cedar. You know, like you smell a cigar box or you smell a cedar chest or something like that. You're getting that on the finish, and it's just hanging. Me personally, if I haven't said anything, hit the like, subscribe, share, do all what you have to do, grow my channel, send me a comment, tell me what you think. But with this thing here, and I got it for 64 bucks. If you can find it for 64, get it. Put a couple drops of water in there, and it's gonna taste fucking great. It's got some flavor range. Me personally, I think it falls in the good category. The flavor volume's like cranked up, but you know what, for me, Jack Daniels, you know, they can't keep a barrel proof single barrel on the label if they water it down. What you could do as a consumer is put a couple drops in there, and you could sit there and enjoy this thing, and it'll be great. But I just think I won't get another one. I'll finish this thing. I finish all my stuff, but I'll finish this thing. Hopefully next year they recognize what they put out the year before and make some tweaks and make it a little better for the consumer. So hopefully this was helpful. Like I said, if you see it out there for a good price, the most I pay for is maybe 80 bucks, but if you see it for 64 bucks, it's a definite buy. Just put a couple drops of water in your glass, and I guarantee you'll get way more flavor without that heat overpowering it. So hey, I'm Matt. If you like it, you know, let me know, leave me a comment. I'll talk to you on the next one. Later.